Cosmic Girl 101 signing on for the Aquarius Rising Astrology for the month of June 2024. The month of June marks the halfway point in the calendar year. How are you tracking Aquarius Rising? Let's talk about the planetary transits for this month and what is going on for you. Opening up the month of June, we're going to be discussing the Sun. Well, the Sun has been transiting in Gemini, your 5th house, and continues this transit until June 20. The Sun in the 5th house is all about your investments, your romance, romantic partners, having fun, looking at your creative side, what you'd like to create in your life. Also to do with children, sports and athletics, getting back into your fitness, and also to do with risk taking. The Sun is highlighting a very auspicious time for you to have a lot more joy and pleasure in your day-to-day life, because the 5th house trines your 1st house, so it's a great transit for you as an Aquarius rising. Also, when the Sun is lighting up that 5th house, it's where things are very obvious in what is connected to your sense of joy and pleasure, and if you have to change things up for yourself. On June 20, the Sun is leaving that Gemini house, your 5th house, and ingressing into Cancer, your 6th house, for 4 weeks until July 22nd. This marks the beginning of the summer solstice in the Northern Hemisphere and the beginning of the winter solstice in the Southern Hemisphere. The Sun transit in the 6th house is illuminating your daily grind, what you do in a habitual space connected to your work, services you provide to other people. You're very aware of your own daily habits connected to your body, your physical health as well, when the Sun is transiting in the 6th house. You have an opportunity here to possibly have a rethink about what you do on a day-to-day basis. You could be really trying to take some time away from work and do something just for yourself when you're having the Sun transiting the 6th house. It's also where you're very aware that you may need a break, or there could be some burnout. So there could be some changes going on for you when the Sun is transiting that 6th house from June 20 to July 22nd. Now on to the moons for the month of June. Now on the 6th of June, there's a new moon occurring in Gemini, your 5th house, and the same day of the lunation, the new moon, it's conjuncting planet Venus. Aquarius rising, this is an auspicious time to begin something new connected to a relationship, a new romantic pursuit or investment. Something quite lucrative and auspicious is brewing behind the scenes here for you, in connection to investments and also expanding that house of joy and pleasure. The 21st of June, we're having a full moon in the sign of Capricorn. For you as an Aquarius rising, Capricorn is your 12th house of the unseen. It's opposing that Sun in Cancer, your 6th house. So when we're having the full moon on the 21st of June, you may be taking time out. You're not present at work or in your daily environment. You might be readjusting, standing away, or trying to identify what it is that you'd like to do behind the scenes, more than being present for other people at the time of this lunation. Planet Mercury is a very busy planet. It's all to do with our cerebral landscapes. It's very active in movement and communication and our mental dexterity. On the 3rd of June, Mercury ingresses into its home sign of Gemini, your 5th house of joy and pleasure, conjuncting Jupiter also as it ingresses here until June 17. It's a very swift transit indeed. Mercury dipping its toes into your 5th house only for a few weeks, Aquarius rising, conjuncting Jupiter no less, can really have some quite expansive and almost a feeling of vivaciousness connected to things opening up and being quite lucrative and just joyful for you on the 3rd of June because of Mercury conjuncting that Jupiter. There can be a stimulation overload of joy and pleasure. There could be some possible expansion going on connected to a romantic partner as well. Things opening up in regards to investments also on the day of the 3rd of June. On the 12th, we have Mercury squaring Saturn in Pisces, your second house of finance, assets and resources that are of benefit to you. So there's a square aspect here, Mercury and Saturn. It's like the communication or information or documents need retweaking, or there's a possible financial aspect going on this day that's affecting your finances or pleasure. House of joy, that 5th house with your second house of resources. So a tricky day on the 12th. June 17, we see Mercury leaving its home sign of Gemini and ingressing into the sign of Cancer, your 6th house, until the 2nd of July. This is a very quick transit as well. Now, Mercury flying through your 6th house has you split or making very hasty decisions connected to those 6th house topics of work and services you provide to other people, what you do on a day-to-day basis. There could be a lot of stimulation and action going on what you're actually doing for this transit in a daily space. The same day when Mercury ingresses into your 6th house, it conjuncts Venus, no less, which is all about joy, pleasure, connection with relationships, finances. So this is a great day for looking at what's in value and in line with you, and just really indulging in doing things on a day-to-day basis that benefit you. The 21st of June, the day of the full moon, Mercury sextiles Mars in Taurus, your 4th house, which is to do with home, family, real estate, property concerns, ancestry, your sense of foundation, where you find sanctuary, sextiling that 6th house, something that you're doing on a day-to-day basis, or whatever you're engrossed in regards to connecting with other people through work, co-workers, services you provide to other people, seem to be in line with you and harmonious. The 26th of June, we see Mercury trining Saturn in Pisces, your 2nd house and 6th house in a trine aspect. Looks good for just opening up resources and assets that are connected to career, co-workers, things you're doing on a day-to-day basis, and services that you may be providing for other people. A fantastic day, the 26th of June. Planet Mars has been transiting your 3rd house, being Aries, and Mars is very much at home in the sign of Aries as the ruler of this zodiac sign. Mars in the 3rd can have you very busy and having a lot of energy put towards short distance travel, learning new things, communication, technology and vehicles, and also to do with reading, writing, documents, contracts, red tape. Mars here has you very fired up and very active when transiting the 3rd house. He's still in the 3rd house opening up the month of June, but on the 9th of June ingresses into the sign of Taurus, your 4th house, until July 20 of 2024. Now, Mars in the 4th house is very volatile. There could be moments where you're present at home and then you're not. There could be conflict in the home, disruptions in the home. Things need to be sorted out. You could be moving a lot in around the home environment. There could be lots of changes in your home environment, real estate and property concerns, and family issues. Expect sparks to fly when Mars is transiting that 4th house until July 20 for you as an Aquarius rising. The 22nd of June, the day after that full moon, Mars is trining the moon in Capricorn, your 12th house. So the 12th house to the 4th house in a trine aspect looks good for a reveal of something that has been brewing behind the scenes, now being put out into the open. This could simply mean there's a reveal in a family matter. There is something going on in your subconscious zone, things that have been going on behind the scenes now gets its moment in the spotlight, and this is a favorable aspect, this trine. So I would expect that something that has been withheld or not revealed for a long time, this day opens up Pandora's box and things start to come to light quite obviously for you, connected to home, family, real estate and property concerns, ancestry, and things that have been going on for a very long time behind the scenes, almost chronic-like. Planet Venus has been transiting your fifth house of joy and pleasure, which is Gemini, and on the 4th, Venus conjuncts that sun. What's illuminated here is an opportunity for a romantic connection and investment that comes to fruition, or just an investment opportunity. You might be ready to take that leap of faith in taking a risk in regards to your finances, also to do with children, creativity, sports, athletics. This is a favorable house, and Venus in ancient astrology was in her joy in the 5th house. So this day, on the 4th of June, looks auspicious for something great to be brought to your attention regarding the house of joy and pleasure. On the 8th of June, Venus is squaring Saturn in Pisces. Now, Venus squaring Saturn is almost like a hold up in regards to there's something off with a financial or asset matter connected to an investment, a romantic partnership. This house of joy and pleasure is in contention with your resources. So forewarned is forearmed. The 8th of June is a tricky day for all of us, but it's because it's your 2nd house and your 5th house of joy and pleasure, something needs to be retweaked here. The 17th of June, Venus is going to ingress into Cancer, your 6th house, until July 11. Venus in the 6th house of work, health and services provided to other people, co-workers, things you do on a day-to-day basis. Venus here looks great for connection, things in flow and harmony. You're in your tribe and you're feeling pretty good on a day-to-day basis when Venus is transiting that 6th house until July 11. On the 29th of June, Venus is sextiling Mars in Taurus, the 4th house to the 6th house. Things are loosening up or becoming more harmonious, connected to your sense of home, where you are, sanctuary, feeling calm, feeling at peace, wherever you're calling home, real estate, property matters, family, ancestry. Things look in harmony, connected to what you're doing on a daily basis, and also services provided. So this is a fantastic day to mark in your calendar, the 29th of June. Now let's talk about the other planets, Aquarius rising. Well, Pluto's retrograde in your 1st house and continuing to work his magic in changing things up for you connected to your appearance, your physical body, your psychology, and how people connect with you. Neptune's direct in Pisces, your 2nd house, doing his magic. Just a quick note, Neptune's going in a retrograde on the 2nd of July. So this is a turnaround in getting creative with your resources and assets, or possibly finances slipping through your fingers. Forewarned is forearmed, Aquarius rising. Uranus is direct in Taurus, your 4th house, still shaking up your foundations and your sense of home and sanctuary. Jupiter is direct in Gemini, your 5th house of joy and pleasure, for 1 whole year, no less. Jupiter expanding that house of investment, joy, children, romance, connecting with joy and pleasure, athletics, sports. There's an expansion going on here. Forewarned is forearmed, or to be fair, Aquarius rising, you may be seen as overindulging when you've got Jupiter transiting that 5th house of joy and pleasure. Saturn in Pisces, your 2nd house, is going into a retrograde on June 29 to November 15th, Aquarius rising, of 2024. Saturn slowing down in your 2nd house of assets, resources, and finances could have you retracing what is worth the squeeze in regards to your finances and investments. And there may be a slowdown or a need to retweak your strategies to build your wealth house. Cosmic Girl 101 signing off. I trust you have a fabulous June 2024, Aquarius rising. If you like tarot, I've uploaded the Tarot June 2024 for all sun signs here on the Cosmic Girl YouTube channel. Take care, and I'll connect with you next time.